checks, big deposits. I got it.
Hey, run that shit up, Trace.
Run it up.
I got it.
Run it up.
I got it.
Run it up.
I got it.
Big checks with big deposits. Run it up. 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 Big checks with big deposits. Big bag what I be on. Play the corner like Dion. Hard code like Freon. No time for you peons. Pandemic ain't stop nothing. Apply pressure, I'm job hunting. Risk good, I'ma bop something. Fire on me, I'm Glock busting. Got rich, then I went broke. Bounce back like good dope. Bad times I kick those. Mama told me don't trust hoes. When a boss talk, you don't speak. Keep niggas on a long leash. Money coming, they gon' creep. Step on niggas like long feet. Stuff money in my tube socks. Right back when the work drop.
Yo, Triple A Sports, we is back.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What's up, everybody?
Yo, we here.
Oh, yeah.
With the blue face, we got C5, aka Colin, joining the team.
How are y'all doing, man? It's good to be here. I'm excited to talk about the NBA and some MLB stuff.
And of course, all the other sports.
Yes,
we got DJ here tonight.
Definitely.
What's up,
DJ,
y'all?
we missed you last week, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm working.
Oh, get that money, man. Get that
money. DJ Dirty J.
Better than your big A joint.
Now you the DJ stand for? What's good, man? What's good?
Big Chicken, what it do?
What's going on? What's going down?
Yo, what's up? Tonight's sports podcast is brought to you not only by Jet Fly Clothing. Shout out to Diallo Bands, aka Miguel, but also brought to you by Truth Entertainment Films. Be on the lookout for the Madam and the Major dropping. Going to be start filming this summer coming up. Please check out for that. Oh yeah, quick note to everybody. Major announcement. We working with Wyclef on the project. So that was a big thing happened last week. So Wyclef's going to help us out with the project, going to lend his name to it and wants to do the score. So check out the Madam and Major dropping on Truth Entertainment Films. We coming for folks. It's about to be big. I'm going to make sure I drop the link for those that want to donate to it. And the dope part about donating and making this project and this docudrama happen is if we mess up on our end, we do not do the film at all. Everybody who donated money gets their money sent back to them the way we have it set up.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so I make sure. So hey, I don't want to play no games. I don't want nobody coming at us like they come at Dr. Umar talk about we paid for that school. Where's it at? So anyways, Manny, we can go ahead and start the show. What we jumping into first and foremost?
Well, let's talk about our only college game we had going on, the most important one. Let's talk about how the Army beat the Navy 17-11.
Oh my goodness, that game was so boring.
Right. I watched it in 5 minutes and cut on.
They got to do something about that, man. That game was hard to watch.
I mean, from a tradition standpoint, I get it, but I'm with you. Like,
yeah, I get it, the tradition too, though. But oh my goodness.
Hey, I was in the Army Reserves, and I was still sitting there like, I'm not watching that shit.
I think it's to move it to the beginning of the season.
Something, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
right, because that's a pointless game.
Like I don't even know who you can. I don't even know who you can have play like that. I mean, man, they just it was so terrible. Like who do you have play like after the season like that? I don't even know. Just leave it alone, I guess.
Hurt my eyes.
That was like watching my Florida State and Louisville play all over again, except for worse.
Yeah, that was way worse, man.
It was a pro game on worse than that this week.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about that.
You're right.
Well, let's move on to the pros. Let's talk about the NFL. Let's talk about how the Patriots beat the Steelers 21-18 on Thursday Night Football.
Now, what's going on with the Steelers?
They need a quarterback.
The Steelers.
I don't know what's going on with Pittsburgh, man. They ain't got no quarterback.
No QB play.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing to lose to the Patriots these days.
Is that Zeke? Is that Zeke? Zeke is revitalized.
Yeah, Zeke balled out.
Hey, if Tony Romo was out there, Zeke would have had 2 more touchdowns.
2 more, maybe 3.
Hey, DJ, my dude, man, he gonna ride with that till the wheels fall off.
Hey, you know what's so crazy about the Steelers, though, man? Like this year right here, they still can go into the playoff, right? But we know our ribbons to quarterback play. But how many was that? 2-3 years ago? Was that Big Ben last year or the year before when they was like 11-0? And you wouldn't even. And it was the quarterback problem still when they was 11-0, which is crazy. That like nobody was worried about the Steelers when they made it to the playoffs. Like something like Minnesota last year when Minnesota was winning, you wasn't worried about them in the playoffs. Like even though the Steelers was 11-0 that year, you like when they get to the playoffs, they're gonna get beat easy, and that's what happened. This year, it's like, man, they winning games. I don't even know how quarterback play still trash.
They need a year where they just be terrible.
Yeah,
like I know a lot of Steelers fans. Yeah, they love that. Like, Tomlin, they never had a losing season, but they need it for real.
Yeah, the way CJ Stroud playing, that make you think like, imagine him on any of these teams like the Steelers, the Raiders, San Diego Chargers. You know what I'm saying? Like, what this dude is doing with his receivers, man. Imagine CJ Stroud right now. He about to change a lot of stuff the way he been playing.
Yeah,
with the weapons he got.
I agree.
I don't think that Pittsburgh drafted Najee Harris when they did. You don't think that's like fucking them up right now? Because I think they drafted him way too fucking high.
What quarterback did they pass on?
I don't know, but
not even just quarterback, lineman, running back, any fucking thing. That goalpost, any fucking thing. Because he's not like that. He's not a first round draft pick at all. He's not even a high second round draft pick. Not for real.
I agree.
It was just that name, that Bama name.
He started off and he was a need because they was hurting because they didn't have Le'Veon Bell. So I can understand why they were trying to fill that void because they felt that's what they were missing.
I think they got hoodwinked.
That cowbell running back.
Yeah, they got hoodwinked on that. He good. Listen, he good for 3 yards a carry. That's it.
It was crazy. Even when he was doing the stuff at Alabama, I didn't think like, man, he gonna be nice in the NFL. Like, I didn't say that about Harris. Even though he was balling for Bama.
He was, but they were so fucking loaded.
I didn't think he was.
You didn't know which direction. Listen, look at the year before he came out too. Look at all the wide receivers they had, and fucking the Philadelphia wide receiver too. So I mean, they were stacked, bro.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
All right, what we got?
Devontae. He could have came out the year before too.
You right.
To go next, we had the Jets beating the Texans 30-6.
Ass whooping.
What happened to CJ?
That surprised me. That really surprised me. But the Jets, their defense is for real, and I've been saying,
that ain't surprising.
If they really had a quarterback, they would definitely go to the playoffs and probably win about a good 11 games. I think.
I knew Houston was going to have a letter.
Aaron Rodgers was there. They might challenge for the AFC title.
Yeah, they would. They definitely would.
For sure.
But man, losing. Think about it, man. Tank Dell wasn't really like he really ain't no known name. But then you lose your second receiver too in the first half. Like they ain't had it wasn't much Houston was gonna be able to do, especially with that Jets defense. Man, he had no weapons. You figure Houston already known for no weapons at all, and then you lose your top two receivers on top of that. Man, he was out there like a deer in headlights out there, man. Stroud, he ain't had no weapons out there.
Any given Sunday.
Man.
To go next, we have the Ravens beating the Rams 37-31 in overtime.
Man, that was interesting. That was an entertaining game.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, that game. That was a good game.
The Ravens are like, fuck.
Man. Stafford was looking nice out there, though, man. The receiver, hey, think about the tight end they got in the fifth round. I mean, the receiver they got, man. Them boys be getting some fifth round receivers, man, and they be lucking up, man. Them boys, that dude nice for them, that receiver for the Rams.
Yeah.
My goodness,
they do be coming up with some late round receivers.
Oh my, him and I think that they had another dude that was like in the fifth round too. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but it's like these fifth round dudes they getting be nice.
Shit, Cooper Kupp, where the fuck he come from?
He's around the fifth round, wasn't he? Man, it's wild.
Hey, why they
that dude nice?
Lamar Jackson right there.
I know.
Yeah,
like
I don't like that. Earring right there by his mouth. I don't like that.
He about to bite it.
He about to bite
it. Yeah. Lamar was balling that game though.
He's been balling all season for real.
Yeah, you're right. Man. Oh, hey, how you think about Odell though? Odell had a good game.
Yeah, he did.
He started to play good.
Yeah. He was cooking them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go on next with the Bengals beating the Colts 34-14.
Respect to the Bengals.
Bengals that they ran up that score like that without no quarterback, but
That quarterback been balling these last 2 weeks, man.
true.
All right. I respect the Bengals for keeping it going. Not going into the tank when their quarterback lost. Right.
Yeah. And I gotta give it to, like I said, like the receivers and the running backs. Because you figure if you watched the Bengals last week, he was dumping and diming, like, the short routes, and they was taking them. And what they do, they started off with one of those screens this week, and that kind of got him going. Dude took that screen to the house, and after that, the quarterback was hot all game.
Right.
Well, to go on to the next game, we got the Bears beating the Lions 28-13.
I don't know what's wrong with the Lions, man. I'm not understanding what's wrong with them. Because at first I thought they was going to probably win about 12 games this year. That was looking good. I'm like, okay, well, they can beat anybody when they're at home. But they're not looking like that no more. I don't know.
Man, you watch the line.
Lions do what Lions do.
That's right.
Hey, if you see, the last 5 weeks, man, the Lions easily they should have been 0-5 the last 5 weeks, man. Like the Bears should have beat them the first time they played them, and they snuck that win out.
The Bears, they letting Fields play his game, letting them run a little bit, like.
But you notice they only let Detroit the only one, like they let him play his game against Detroit for some reason. Like against Detroit, man, Fields always play his game against Detroit. Because even though they lost that first one, that's what he was doing the first time. And then it's like they stopped letting him play in the second half. Like, what he was doing in the first half, the first game, he didn't do the second half. This game, he did it all game.
Right.
Like Fields all game this time. Like Chicago was like, man, let's let him do what he do the whole game. And you see what he did.
Get him some weapons because he definitely needs them.
Right.
I do like DJ Moore though.
Dangerous with some weapons.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they keep winning, like, because they were saying like they wanted to get rid of him and try to go for Caleb. But I mean, you keep winning, you ain't gonna be able to do that. Y'all gonna be stuck with him. But he's nice, so I wouldn't be mad if you get him some weapons.
I think you can win with him. Once you give him weapons, you can win with Fields.
Because like we really think about it, man. I hate when they talk about, like, even when they talk about San Fran QB, like how they look without their weapons. All these quarterbacks need weapons, man. Like CJ Stroud, the first one in a long time who's doing something without weapons, or maybe or maybe he just got some receivers and lucked up, and the late rounds is really nice. But most quarterbacks need one or two weapons. Even you got it. You ain't got no receivers, you need nice running back, a nice tight end. Or if you ain't got a nice tight end, you need nice receivers. Everybody need that now.
Yeah,
You need somebody.
I'm not gonna beat a
somebody.
dead horse. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse with this joke, but he got a guy who was reliable when he played in Dallas for Tony Romo with what's his name? Noah? Is that his is it the one from Ohio State?
Brown? Noah Brown?
Yeah, Brown. Noah Brown.
I won't call him reliable.
Hey man, he out there looking good.
Yeah, but last year was his first time when his first touchdown came last year.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying when he was in Dallas, he was always reliable, like as a fourth or whatever case receiver. He was never like, he just was reliable to fill in a spot. He was never like a go-to guy. He just came through when you needed him to come through. He played his position, he played his role well. Never the main guy, but always a good backup.
Oh, that makes sense. I get what you're saying now.
Yeah, you can do that third, fourth receiver when you got weapons, though. It's easier to do that.
Yeah.
You got linebackers on you most of the time. You got and then in the nickel, you got like the third or fourth best cornerback on you. So yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go on next with the Browns winning against the Jaguars 31-27.
Man, fucking Njoku is unfucking stoppable in the open field. Listen, there's no defensive back that can tackle him one-on-one. Not in the NFL. Period. And I really just realized that Sunday. I'm like, what the fuck? Why hasn't Cleveland just been constantly feeding him the ball like that? Just imagine him with that stiff arm. You trying to tackle him? It's not
because man, they got Joe Flacco getting him the ball, baby.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Flacco
I'm saying.
Was,
like, what the fuck?
Flacco was balling, man. Hey, Flacco was out there
Hey,
balling.
bro, look at this dude's face, man.
He poised like that.
Poised.
He
You
like,
can't
Man.
stop. Listen, you can't stop that play action. You cannot fucking stop that because you're so scared of them running the ball.
But I remember Flacco playing that good when he was at Baltimore because they D was just so good. Man, that dude was balling.
Man,
Man, he was
listen.
balling Sunday.
Listen, I thought he was, I like Denver. So I thought he was the answer. He came out there, ain't do shit. Nothing.
Man,
It's crazy.
Y'all wasn't using them right.
man.
Yeah.
The plays the Browns drawed up on was perfect.
For perfect. He used to.
Man,
That's what he
Njoku
used
in
to playing
space
behind.
is something.
Yeah, he nice. He nice though. You right.
Yeah,
That's
I
good for
didn't
him.
see it like that.
That's
though.
good for him. Crazy.
Man, crazy. That motherfucker, don't he look like Tennessee running back?
Yeah, man. That's stiff arm be dangerous on these backs, man. They be getting toe up, man.
Man, that shit was crazy.
Well, let's talk about one of the top teams in the NFC, the 49ers being the Seahawks 28-16.
49ers the best team in football right now.
When I heard Geno wasn't playing, I knew. I mean, when he wasn't playing, I'm like, they're gonna beat them anyway with Geno. But
real good.
What without Geno, with Seattle, like Seattle will probably lose anyway. But
Right.
it was a wrap when Geno said he wasn't playing.
I gotta give Purdy credit, man. Like a lot of people say it's the system, it's the people around him, but he making the throws, he making the reads.
Right.
He is.
Man, that one ball me threw, I said, man, it was nice.
If you really think about it, you can really say that about Joe Montana too, especially when he was young.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn. You went back to Joe?
You can.
But they all had weapons already there though, so it's like,
That's what I'm saying.
right, like even
That's
like
what I'm saying.
Steve Young, like they already had the receivers when you think about it, and the
Already
running
said-
backs.
I think that Steve Young was more talented than Joe Montana if you really look at it.
Oh, he was. Oh no, he was. He definitely was.
Well, let's go next to a more controversial game with the Bills beating the Chiefs 20-17.
Let's go, Buffalo.
To ride on his high horse all week for that shit.
Man, what?
I don't get the crying. I don't get the crying from Kansas City fans. He lined up all sides.
Bro, they said this dude lined up all sides most of the season.
I don't get them crying, but I get what they saying. Like, cause like I said, Von Miller, like I said, if you watch, they thought Von Miller, they saying like keep it consistent, keep it the same way. But the fact that dude was that ain't the only time he did it that game. Like you said, he did it a couple times that game. He been doing it all season, and the ref did let him know. Like they let him know other games. And you think they was at home. Why would they want to call? You think they're gonna want to call that on you at home? They been telling dude, and then you can't even see the ball. But they talking about some. Go ahead.
We all played football before. We all played receiver. Go to the line. You check with the referee. That's like you learn that in Little League.
Because couldn't they call it a legal formation if they wanted to too? Right? I would have thought.
Yeah, I mean, look how far the tackle is.
So to say either way it go, it was going to be a flag, illegal formation or offsides on the offense. Like that's what So my guess is they would have been cool with them saying illegal formation because it sounds better, and that ain't nothing. That's nobody's fault but your fault on the offense if it's illegal formation. But that's what that is. It's either offsides or illegal formation. They call one of them. So yeah, I don't know why they so mad.
Kansas City is going to have to get some wide receivers. I hope they don't, but they're going to have to get some wide receivers.
Man, so can you imagine? Man, they had a chance to get DeAndre Hopkins. Man, why did they not? And they ain't have to pay him much, man.
Nope.
Like, why y'all ain't get Hopkins? I'm happy they didn't, like you said, but why didn't they get Hopkins?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to go for 2 million.
Like you see what Tennessee QB doing with dude, and man, imagine him for the Chiefs with Kelsey out there. Oh my
He
goodness.
going to the Pro Bowl for sure.
Oh my goodness, man.
For sure.
Well, let's go next with the Cowboys being the Eagles 33-13.
Man, we can skip over this. It's a glitch. We don't even have to talk about this one right here.
Man, I went to sleep. I went to sleep at halftime, man.
Man, the Eagles have been struggling. Like the past 3 or 4 weeks, the Eagles have not been looking like themselves. They really haven't. And
they also been playing. Hey, they also that schedule though been rough too. Though I got it. I mean, that's a rough schedule, man.
We can say that, or we can easily say that. Oh, you just can't beat nobody as good as you.
But we gotta remember, like we played one of the hardest schedules all season, bro.
I ain't giving you that handicap. because I just seen San Francisco.
They beat Dallas the
Dog
first time.
walking.
They beat Kansas City.
But even with that first time, Dallas
We
had
beat
that
the
shot.
Rams. We beat Dallas the first time.
I know
Like,
you ain't
I'm
say
just
the
saying.
Rams. I know you ain't say that.
Hey, they playing ball now.
Yeah.
We just talked about them. It counts. We beat the Bills. I mean, it counts.
What about San Fran? What about Philadelphia? Well, y'all is Philadelphia, but
Philly
Dallas.
they got to establish the run. Because that defense, I didn't realize their defense was that bad. They linebacker play and Slay and Bradbury ain't what they used to be.
Yeah, you're
Well,
right. You're right.
To be fair, I will give Slay the credit. He did allow no catches, but Bradbury, he looked terrible that game. That was.
Oh
Man,
my
Hurst
goodness.
is fucking up.
Bro, Bradbury.
But also
was-
AJ Brown was worse too. Like AJ Brown was not performed like AJ Brown.
Man, he was
He
shut
got
down.
shut down. He got shut down. Yeah, he got shut down, man.
Stephon Gilmore was in his ass. No homo. Straight up.
That's
Yeah,
what's scary.
man.
But Dallas. That's why I'm so shocking. San Fran did that to the Cowboys. Because man, when they offense going, man, like the Cowboys is scary. That's a scary team. You don't want to see them in the playoffs, man.
With that,
We don't match up. We don't match up well with San Francisco.
Which is wild. Though. I don't see how not though, man. Like it seems like y'all do it. I mean, well, that's because y'all running game ain't been as strong as we thought. If the running game would have been as strong like we thought coming in, it probably would be about the same.
I think it's the defense though, that 4-2-5, and then you got like a cat like Michael Parsons who a beast, but he's smaller. He a smaller pass rushing defensive end.
But you would think they would adjust though, like because that's like teams knowing that you can run on the Cowboys. Well, not like San Fran know how to run on them, like to go at Michael Parsons. But you would have thought Dallas would have figured something out. Like we got to do something when they try to run at him.
They tried with Margie Smith. He ain't good.
But what they just did to the Eagles though, man, they putting the league back on notice though.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna bring them back down next week, but for right now, you got to give it to them.
He eased that in there real nice, didn't he?
Bills Mafia, baby.
Well, let's talk about one of the Monday night games with the Titans beating the Dolphins 28-27.
Dolphins should be ashamed of themselves, man. They had 14 points, man, with 4 minutes left, man. I don't know how you let that go. But they also let you know how important Tyreek Hill is, though. You saw the difference with him in the game and with him out the game, and that's every time they play.
That's
without
true.
him.
That's true. Tyreek Hill is a fucking beast. He was gonna definitely win MVP this year.
You're right. He teaming on the Chiefs, like they let you, like they whole offense go is based on Tyreek Hill, the formations, everything. Like man, that dude got to be top 3 MVP. Like how, like he the team.
Kansas City crazy for not paying him too.
Man.
I understand why they didn't though. I mean, they still won a championship last year.
Yeah, you won one. Yeah, you gonna take that
again. You ain't gonna win again. That's a fact.
I mean, you got to pay your quarterback.
But think about these franchises, like these most of these teams. If they can do that right there, man, get one championship and don't get no more, they'll take that. But all the ones who didn't win no Super Bowl, so like I said, Chiefs got that one without him.
Man, I think way too long.
They had plenty of chances to get it. All they needed is just, like you said, a DeAndre Hopkins or anybody, man, like Odell Beckham, somebody. They just needed somebody else to be the side of Travis Kelce, and they'd be straight right now because they still the Chiefs.
I don't think Odell Beckham is an elite wide receiver. Well, I know he's not.
He's not elite. He's not elite. He better than them. He better than them guys, though.
Yeah,
I do like Rice though, but I like Rice down the line.
Yeah, Rice ain't bad, but man, like they need receivers so bad they're gonna keep Tony, because if they had just you know what I'm saying, some decent receivers, they'd have been let dude go. Like he stayed dropping balls, man.
Well, that's the last game we could talk about for the NFL, but for NBA, let's go into the Lakers winning the first ever in-season tournament.
5 championships. Let's go, bro.
Pointless. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know why that matters.
It doesn't matter. Like,
up.
I don't see it. Like, why would you even be giving these people $500,000 for doing this?
Six.
It's not worth even risking an injury. Who cares? This shit is pointless.
I think it was just a big promotional stunt. The NBA is worried about viewers. I mean, it really worked. 46% up from last year at this time in the regular season. So I really think that was the biggest push for this whole in-season tournament thing, was just to get people to watch regular season basketball.
I agree.
It's not exciting to watch regular season basketball. I think we can all agree with that. That's why we don't watch the shit. I mean, it don't get good until the playoffs. There's a reason everybody watches the playoffs, Christmas Day, because it's the best matchups, the best athletes playing.
But to me, it don't prove nothing.
But you're right though. I agree. I mean, it's the first year of it too, though. Whenever you bring anything new in, though, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a pushback no matter what, though. You're right. It might not do nothing, but whenever you bring something new in, when you used to something, that's just like us saying the league's soft now. You know, it's like even though they was tearing people up back in the day, which they was following, you was used to that. So whenever they bring something new in, we're not used to this, Like, but for people to think like, oh, they did this for LeBron, for him to win, like everybody had a chance to win it at the end of the day. Some people might have not took it serious, but that's not Bron's fault. Bron ain't going in there knowing like other teams not going to take it serious. They still went out there and had to play at the end of the day.
Agreed.
It's just something new.
What I don't get though is people using. I didn't have people talk shit to me saying, "Well, LeBron won." Like I know you playing around, but
yeah, I'm joking. Yeah,
I know people that's actually using that as like a legacy thing for LeBron.
That's stupid. Yeah, saying like he the first one to win this, like it's dumb.
It's stupid either way. It's stupid. It's stupid to use it for legacy, and it's stupid to be like to clown on it too. Either way, it's fucking stupid.
Right.
I don't know how I feel about LeBron winning the MVP either over Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis had 41 points, 20 rebounds. James only. They're
not going for one game. They going for the tournament period. Bron been balling that whole tournament way more than Anthony Davis had that one. He had that 1.5. He had one great game and a half a game that was all right. Bron been balling throughout the whole thing, so that's why
Bron always ball. I mean, it's a little bit hater to say he don't deserve MVP, but he always deserves MVP every year. You know, if you look at the stats, he's always in contention no matter what. But I don't know.
Hey, they got their viewers up, I think, though. I think. So that was the goal.
How much is the viewership up?
Yeah, it was up almost 50%, 46%. So I mean, people were watching. I mean, it means something.
Like the way the Pacers played Milwaukee that game. Like if it was just a regular game, they probably wouldn't have been playing that hard like that.
Yeah.
Now what's gonna suck about it though? Like you said, you did all this, and then back to regular season, is people gonna continue to play hard, or they gonna go back to the, trying to, sit out games and all that other stuff though. And if that happened, you're right. It's gonna be a loss. Like, cause it's like if you can't keep people playing like how they was playing in that in-season tournament, because if you watch the way the Lakers play, the way the Lakers beat Zion in them, it's like them boys were just ready to party in Vegas. Them dudes came out there like, man.
It's not worth risking the injury. Like LeBron, you're about to be 39 years old. Why the fuck are you going hard in the beginning of the season for that bullshit?
And he was going hard, man.
What do you get out of that? What do you get out of that? But
it's not like you need the money.
Miles on you. That shit's
500,000, man. The 500,000.
That shit's stupid.
Hey, and he mentioned that too, though. The money, man. You don't need that money. That's gonna go to your daughter. Hey, that's gonna be like a dollhouse for your daughter, man. Come on, man.
I mean, I respect the grind. Okay. You know what I'm saying? To act like you ain't got it still, but man, that's
right.
I think if it can keep boosting player morale, it could be good. But I don't know. I think there's a big chance that we'll see a bunch of, like y'all were saying, big stars trying to sit out after the tournament.
I got a question real quick. Y'all think the NBA should push the season back, like the start of the season, and just open up with the in-season
football? You mean push it back because of what though?
Like to Christmas and just open up with the tournament.
Yeah, that'd be dope to open it up, especially you're right. Open it up. That'd be a better idea, especially knowing that basketball. Like coming from off the break of basketball, like the championship, and then come with a in-season tournament at the beginning would be dope, honestly. Because people still gonna be playing hard because you've been sitting out. It's like it's like they break, and then you come back in the season. That'd be probably better off, and then you go into the regular. Yeah, that'd probably be the best idea.
Players are complaining about having too many games as it is.
That's what I'm saying. But if you put it at the beginning, you need to cut the games off. There's too many games anyway. So, but if you had it at the beginning, that's better than putting it mid-season.
We talk about how Anthony Davis is going to get hurt, how he's brittle, how the Lakers are not going to make it. This only intensifies that. That only makes the percentage of that happening go the fuck up. I don't see.
Bro,
why
I kept
anybody-
thinking the whole time like he gonna be hurt like in 2 weeks.
That's
As
what
you
I'm
say that, like yo, he gonna go off.
But you
and he
gotta
about
think
to
though,
be
them,
hurt, like in the next 2 weeks.
yeah, but all them games still was count. They still was regular season games though. At the end of the day, it's just the only game that don't count towards their record was that championship game.
You
They
don't
all
need-
still was regular season games. They just made a name for it in season tournament. You know, they
Right.
still was regular season games.
Man, I'm fucked up.
Yeah, I'm cool on it.
How do y'all feel about the Timberwolves jumping to first in the power rankings?
They should
I
be
don't
number
know.
one. They
Man,
should be
you
number
them boys went on them man's been on a winning streak like that is wild.
Mm-hmm.
But they deserve that spot. They definitely deserve that spot the way they've been playing.
Absolutely.
I did see that after winning the championship, the Lakers broke the top 10. They went up 5 spots. The Pacers went up a couple spots. Oh, the Celtics went up a couple spots. So
What y'all think? What y'all think about the guard for the Pacers though?
Oh,
Halliburton?
man.
Yeah, what's his
Listen,
name?
Yeah,
Halliburton?
yeah. Oh my goodness.
he's
man.
unbelievable, bro. He's
he
unbelievable.
dropped 20 and 11.
Can you imagine if Knicks would have picked him up? The Knicks had a chance to get him. It's crazy because I remember when Stephen A. was telling the Knicks to get him, and then, you know what I'm saying, they wanted Toppin because of the dunking, but they had players that was just like Toppin. But man, he could have even went to them Knicks, man. That's who they needed, a player like that.
Toppin's undersized too, so I wouldn't even really
Yeah.
want him all like
That's
that.
what that man.
I think they were going for that New York because Toppin's from New York.
Right. Yeah, that's what they went for.
I mean, he
man,
can win the dunk contest, but that's it.
that dude, man, the way he played, he like a point guard, like how with Joker doing that, the big man, he doing that like we know what point guard is supposed to do that anyway. But the fact that he can get you 10, 11 rebounds on any given night too, which I mean Westbrook was doing that, but this dude really like he really can score though, man.
He's better
And he pushed the ball. The difference with this dude is if you watch those games, man, how soon he don't wait to, you know how most point guards like Harden and all them want to have the ball so much. This dude he pushing it right away. So he don't really care about getting the assist. Honestly, he pushing the ball. Like they so fast paced if you watch the Pacers. And I was never watching the Pacers until I started seeing dude balling.
You're right.
And my last point, I'm excited for these Christmas Day matchups. We got Golden State and Denver, the Lakers and the Celtics. Those are my 2 big ones that I'm excited for. I think watching Steph Curry and Klay Thompson try to battle Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets is going to be a great game.
Man. That Dallas and the Suns, depending on who playing.
I think a couple of those games are lopsided.
Yeah, that could be a really good game too.
I think Denver is.
You think
gonna
they're
blow
lopsided?
Golden State out. Yeah, and I also think the Celtics are going to embarrass.
I think I could see that. I could see both of those happening. Denver's been really strong this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jokic can casually drop 40 bombs on you like it's nothing, and that don't even count his team, you know.
And Golden State don't got no
Golden
kind of size.
State is small.
No
Yeah, they don't have
kind
no
of
size, right? They're
No
small.
size. He's going to get 40
They
on
have
their
to
ass.
stick to the
Easy.
3 ball, and it'll be
I don't
entertaining
think
for
they
sure.
care.
Wow.
So I don't think they
At the
like. I don't think they care about like the matchup more so just like the individuals.
Yeah,
Yup.
but Golden State,
They wanna get their
size
all-stars
has been
playing against each
showing
other.
this year. Like, they can't watch nobody. They don't got no shot blocking, nothing. Listen, Draymond
Nope.
Green is basically their big man, basically their center.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's small.
Right?
He's little. He gets bullied.
Yeah.
So
6'7", 6'8", max.
Yeah,
They said dude really 6'6".
Who they center? Who Golden
Somebody
State
that
center?
can't run
Looney?
probably.
Isn't it Looney
Yeah.
still?
Yeah, Looney. Yeah, he didn't ward out his welcome for real, Looney, because he was balling at first, but this
He's
year
a
he was
good
terrible.
offensive rebounder, but that's it.
Even
Yeah.
rebound wise, he hasn't performed that great.
Nah, you gotta think this
Putting up
dude was
four.
on it like 2 years ago. He was getting 15 and 16 easily. 18. He ain't getting that no more.
It's time for them to regroup.
They can send him back to the G League now.
They should have made a play for Gobert or somebody.
They should have got rid of Draymond.
Oh, man,
Green years
yeah,
ago
Gobert
when he
would be
cost
nice for
them
them.
that finals loss.
yeah, I think Draymond Green is toxic to the Golden State Warriors. I think all he does is run his mouth, and he don't play good basketball. He just
Not
talks
anymore.
shit.
Yeah,
lost Jordan
he's
Poole,
older, so it's affecting
and you
on him
lost
more.
Kevin Durant, and you lost a championship for him. It's a
Yup.
thin line between loyalty and being fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he out there trying to play like Oakley, man. This ain't the '90s no more, man. He trying to bring '90s back, and they not going for that.
No.
Listen, he gave more chances than any player I've ever seen with his skill
Yeah,
set.
because you see, he's
Him
trying to
not
be a
put
four.
up
He trying to be
double points. That motherfucker get more chances. I would have been.
trying to be an enforcer, man.
Like
You don't
you
need
said, they
no
don't got
enforcer no
nobody.
more. In today's NBA, you don't need no enforcer.
I mean, all I'm saying is if you're gonna talk shit, at least can score. Like what Charles Barkley call him, a triple single, quadruple single.
Yeah, man.
Single. Yep, I did see that. The quadruple
The
single.
quadruple single.
Barkley be coming up with some nice phrases, boy.
Yeah, but that's real though, because basically Barkley is he's wider than him, but he's his size, he's his height, or maybe shorter, and he's gonna get them boards.
Yo, Draymond a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes. There's
No.
you can't how can you deny him? How many times did he win Defensive Player of the Year? And he's a 3 or 4 time champion?
He won it once, but no.
He's
I
in
mean,
there. Hold on.
I think on paper,
like-
yes. If you sit back and watch the games,
has-
you'd be like, how did this dude make it to the Hall of Fame?
Fact.
because like everybody would say like, well, look at Dennis Rodman, but Dennis Rodman, you could be like he the greatest rebounder of all time, arguably the best on-ball defender of all time. You can't say Draymond is arguably anything.
That's true.
He leapt up and was on a great team.
No,
Not
bro.
in-
His
Not in
role,
today- not
no,
in
no,
today.
no.
his
Real
role
quick,
when he
yeah.
met that team was big though.
So,
Like,
I was gonna say that he played a great role on that team, without a doubt. But you see, when Steph was hurt, Clay was hurt, and he needed to step up.
but you seen how they
Yeah,
looked when they
but-
didn't have him.
I can't put him in, man. Like I watch the games, man. Like yeah, he bring the energy and all that, but to be in the Hall
How
of
many
Fame,
times?
hey,
How many times, Manny, is he first team all? How many times is he first or second team all defense? NBA.
I'm looking at it.
Mm.
Give me 1 second.
Big Chicken checking it out for us so we can find out. I think is
Robert Horry a Hall of Famer?
he should be.
No,
So he has won both first team and second team 8 times.
He's definitely in there. He's definitely in there.
And
That
he got a defensive
whole
player of the
team
year.
is in there.
Yep, one defensive player of the year.
He's in
Yo,
there.
he's
His
in there.
accolades, from his accolades, he gonna get in for
All right.
sure.
Ben Wallace is in there. He's in there.
who deserves Ben Wallace like a 3-time, 4-time all defensive player though? But all right, let's take Rasheed Wallace, who's probably not gonna be in.
He
Rasheed
should
Wallace
be.
is way better. I don't think he's gonna get in, but he's way better than Draymond. Not even
He
close.
gonna get in. I think Rasheed gonna get
And
in.
can you imagine that? And them having Rasheed Wallace instead of Draymond, they definitely winning those still though too. Though,
No, but
like the way he was.
Draymond brought it. You got to look at it this way. Draymond impacts the game different than Rasheed Wallace does. Like this dude,
That's
basically, even though they got Steph Curry, this dude basically is the point guard. He's the offensive leader of that team as far as being a point guard to bring it down and run, get him in their sets, as well as he's a defensive point guard for that team. Rasheed Wallace ain't doing that, and he's not the greatest shooter, but he's their tough guy. He's their enforcer / he's like their heart and soul of that team, and they look like a whole different team. You remember, Caps was like, "Yo, if they'd have had LeBron and them wouldn't have won that. If they'd have had Draymond that one game, like they basically cried."
They
They
wouldn't
wouldn't have won. And listen, Cleveland definitely would have lost if he wouldn't have kicked him.
He looked
They
old in that
definitely would have
picture.
won.
You look
again.
old in that picture.
Hey, he still was there those last 2 games. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, but he
I
shouldn't
think
have did
that's
that.
more
That's what I'm
LeBron
saying. That's when
than-
Golden State should have got rid of his ass. You don't do that. That was stupid as fuck.
Hey, he still was there those last 2 games and they lost. Man, I don't want to hear that.
I think people say that more out of like LeBron hating, like more trying to not give LeBron his credit.
No,
To give
listen,
him
DJ,
a lot of
DJ,
LeBron.
DJ. Listen, I have arguments about LeBron James and Michael Jordan all the time, and I'm going to tell you right now, LeBron James is better. There's no way you could fucking stop him from getting to the
Whoa,
last.
we're not getting into that
Especially
argument.
with these rules.
Let's not
So
go.
I'm definitely not saying
Like, the way you
I'm
Hey,
definitely
hey,
not, I'm not saying it.
Hey,
From
I
that,
definitely ain't see that going that way.
I'm
I
not
definitely
saying it
ain't
from
think
that
you about to
spot.
say that.
but what I'm saying to you is clearly if he wouldn't have did what he did, if he wouldn't have got that technical foul, or I guess he did. I guess they would back review it. But if he wouldn't have got fucking suspended for that game, they definitely would have fucking won. And that's when you got to get rid of him. If he wouldn't have got into it with Kevin Durant, you still would have Kevin Durant, and you would have probably won about 3 more chips. If you wouldn't have punched Jordan fucking Poole, you still would have him too.
We got to bring that LeBron versus Michael thing up.
Poole is a hooper, dog.
Bro, but he's been sucking at the Wizards, though.
He's more complete.
They've been wanting to bench him.
He's more complete, is what I'm saying to you. I'm not saying that he's flat out better than Michael Jordan, but you can't really compare him. It's like, okay, so Shaq, you can't compare him to Jordan. Wood, you can't compare him. They're uncomparable. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. But when people say overall game,
his era, he was the GOAT. LeBron, same situation.
But Reggie, real quick, when people say overall game, I can make the argument that Michael sacrificed the overall game for the good of the triangle. Because if you look at him, look at Michael's numbers. Look at his numbers before Phil got there, when he was basically the point guard, and the offense was running through him.
Because he didn't let the offense run through nobody else. He was like, he only passed it if he felt he had to, and that was their biggest issue. And that's why they lost, because of Michael Jordan.
Right, but it showed you his overall game. My point I'm trying to make, like, it showed you he can have 7 assists, 7 rebounds, 30-something points.
But there's no
he gave that up.
There's no way he could have led the league in assists. You know that.
No, I'll give you that. But when people act like he didn't have an overall game, it's just like, look at the numbers.
I'm not saying that. He definitely was an assassin. And when I'll put it to you like this: when Michael Jordan came into the league, he was nowhere near as good as he was when they started winning. Nowhere near. He was nowhere near smart. He didn't have that fucking bank shot. He didn't have none of that shit. Listen, he won MVP by shooting 18% from the 3-point line. Think about that. Think about that. If this was motherfucking LeBron James, we can completely call him something greater than LeBron.
Nobody was shooting threes back then like that, man.
But the game was different, though.
Every team was shooting more than 4 threes back in the day.
Right, like the game
90s,
was
though, ain't no team was shooting more than 4 threes back in the 90s, though. Not a single team.
18%.
Nobody wasn't working on threes back then. Though. They didn't focus on it.
Wait. We got to say this. We got to put this conversation for another time. This is a never-ending story.
This will go forever.
So, Manny, go ahead and take us in the news. Is he there?
Okay, guys. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
There we go. I don't have a lot of news, but one of the biggest things that happened to sports is one of the largest deals in MLB taking place. And I'm gonna let you guys take it ahead.
Man, Shohei Ohtani, the largest deal in MLB history, $700 million over 10 years. And the Dodgers pulled a fucking heck of a deal because it's 680 of it is deferred until his last year. So they really only paying him $20 million over 10 years. So they got money to work with.
Damn, I didn't know that. Wow.
Damn, bro. I'm taking my kids to baseball practice right now.
Man, I didn't know that, man. Hey, how much he gonna lose in taxes, though?
But if he die,
that's what I'm saying. He better not get traded or nothing.
How much he losing in? How much he losing in taxes?
About $300 million of it he loses in taxes.
He loses like $350 in taxes. Is wild though, man. What they doing with that money, man?
There's ways to get around
now.
Huh?
He's not an American citizen.
They saying he gonna be getting only about 34.8, 35 million.
You still got to pay taxes even though you're not a citizen.
Yeah,
wherever your paycheck.
And plus, I'll get 70 million a year. He gonna get 34.8 or something like that. They said that's crazy. Yeah, it's still crazy. So he really got like 350 million. But it's still crazy.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. I think the Dodgers are stacked this year. They got everybody. Shohei, he's a big bat. He hit, I want to say, 20-some home runs with the Angels last year. He can pitch his fucking heart out. Dude can throw gas, can go long innings.
They still got Mookie, right?
Clayton Kershaw, Cody Bellinger.
What'd you say, DJ?
They still got Mookie, right?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Manny can find out for us.
How
See
much
if the
is
Dodgers still
baseball
got
tickets,
Mookie.
man?
It depends where you want to go. If you want to go see the Tigers,
Hey, if
play
you
the
want to go,
Dodgers,
if
that'd
you
be
want to
cheap.
go see his team now play, you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, for them to pay that man that much, how much is these tickets? And man, they be packed like that.
Bro, you're gonna pay like it's about 56, about 78, 80 bucks for nosebleeds.
It is LA, so
Man, but baseball games be sold out.
Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah, they will
man.
still have Mookie. They will still have
Yup,
Yeah.
Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. Let's
Yeah,
see
they
who
loaded.
else. Some big
But
names.
that dude nice though, man. He do it all, man. Like
He does do it all. I
man.
mean, when you're
I
getting
still-
talked about being the best dude since Babe Ruth, it's pretty crazy. I don't know. No one has really been in that conversation about hitting home runs and throwing the ball and pitching. Yeah, like him. So he
I
does
think
both.
baseball about to get their dream matchup: the Dodgers and the Yankees.
I
That's
think
what they
so.
Trying to
want.
figure out how to,
That's a
like,
nice. Hey, that's a nice pickup the Yankees got.
Teran, to your point, I'm trying to figure out how can they afford that because baseball is a
That's what I'm
sport that is
saying,
going
man.
down.
Damn,
Not
like
up.
how the heck you get one player? So I know it's somebody else getting at least
How many games
100
they play
million
in
on
the
that
season?
team.
They play 162 games.
Yeah, you got 162 games to figure it the fuck out.
It's
Though.
two.
So they
It's
got
two other people. There's two other people I know. At least getting over 100 million on that team. And this dude getting that much, like that's
Yeah.
I don't know. Man, well, that's
So like I
Man.
said, they deferred
they
680. So if he's not there for the full 10 years, then he don't get 680. I think is how that works.
I
And
thought
so
it was
it's
fully
really only
guaranteed.
20 million over 10 years, 2 million a year. That's not that expensive in baseball terms.
I thought those
Yeah.
baseball contracts were fully guaranteed.
Right.
depending on how he did it. That's what I thought too.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it all depends on what he signed.
Which
This
I
is
know
what-
he's
Well, he
smart.
must be a fucking fool then.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting. Like this dude's a fucking goofball. But I mean,
he bet on himself.
he playing on the Angels. They kind of suck. I don't know. This is his third year in the MLB, so he's
How old is the dude?
I don't know how old he is.
It's only his third year in the MLB. Dang.
I think so.
But he was
Damn.
big overseas before he came over here,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I know that.
He
Yeah.
is 29 years old.
29.
Oh, so yeah, he'll be out. He don't care. He'll be on his way out the door by the time this is.
Yeah,
so he
ain't gonna care. Yeah.
He's trying to play October baseball, win a couple championships in his prime while he's fucking got this hot ticket name right now and get some deals, and then he'll be fucking peaced out.
It just sucks because up top, like baseball, man, it's like I said, the fact that with the winter time, and it's hard for us to have like people up north, man. It's hard, like really that to teach baseball like you would want to probably.
It sure is. I mean, I know personal experience. We would always get our ass whooped by kids that play down in Florida in these big tournaments because they can play all year round.
Right.
They can be in the baseball field. all
And
year.
baseball expensive, man. If anybody had any, I don't care if you got brothers, kids, anybody to play, even if you had daughters, man, like all the stuff you got to buy for baseball, that stuff adds up. And that you got to think a lot of these inner city kids, parents can't afford that.
It is an expensive sport for sure.
All right, so we didn't have much news beside that. Was there anything else news wise you guys wanted to talk to before we jump into we go kind of switch it back to college football and talk about DJ's top players in the portal right now? Anybody got anything else?
Just props to Devin Haney. I didn't see that coming.
Devin Haney. Oh, we can do Devin Haney then. We can jump on Devin
Man, I
Haney.
fell asleep. I didn't even watch that fight, man. I'm salty as heck, man. Can watch the fight for the free and fell asleep.
We dominated. I didn't see that coming.
They all be too late for me.
I feel you. I ain't see it.
I ain't see it coming.
Did he dominate? I'm gonna have to go rewatch that fight.
They say he
I
dominated.
thought he was the worst out of him, Tank, and Shakur. I might have to rethink that.
Oh, he was nice.
Yeah, I might have to put him over Shakur. Tank's still a better than both of them, but
dang, I like Shakur though. You say you think he better than him?
man, after watching that fight, man, you might have to really start rethinking it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go watch it.
I think Tank is a little bit too short. I think somebody with long arms can really hurt him.
What are you, 146 pounds?
Shoot. Smaller,
Haney.
for real. No, yeah, Haney, he moved up to 140 this fight, but he usually fight around 130, 135, I'm going to say.
Damn. Who's
So
little,
he looked
who
big
little
right
brother out there knocking people out?
He looked big right there.
Eventually,
All
though,
right.
he's gonna go to Walter.
Yeah. We gonna get looking out on the boxing news. We gonna step it up as we grow with this boxing news. And so, Manny, go ahead and take us to DJs.
Well, let's go into one of the best transfer portal videos by one of the best announcers and by a great person. Let's see who the top transfers are for this year, for this week. Started off, Walter Nolan, the tackle from Texas A&M. Number 2, Cam Ward, quarterback, Washington State. Number 3, Dante Moore, quarterback for UCLA. Number 4, Prince Umalayan, edge rusher for Florida. Number 5, Trey Moore, edge rusher for UTSA. Number 6, Kyle McCord, quarterback, Ohio State. Number 7, Andrew Makuba, DB for Clemson. Number 8, Trevor Etienne, running back, Florida. Number 9, Nyland Green, cornerback for Georgia. And number 10, Chase Lysadis, left tackle, Texas A&M. This has been DJ's top transfer portal players, top 10 for the week. Thank you.
Number 8 is going to Colorado, DJ.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm. His
Yeah,
brother.
that picture.
Listen, that thing move around so much.
Yeah,
I ain't know fly.
his brother said it earlier in the year, like, yeah, little bro might need to go to Coach Prime.
I ain't know Florida running back was leaving, man.
That'd be a good pickup. I was hoping Ohio State get involved, but I think Travion Henderson coming back.
I was seeing that. But man, who Florida running back trying to go to?
I really don't know. I ain't looked to see who was all involved. I know that Trey Moore kid, though. He had 14 sacks.
Damn, 14?
Yeah.
Man, you got to put him up there. Dude was balling.
It's looking like he going to Texas, but he's supposed to be visiting Ohio State this week. I'm not sure.
That must mean they must be about to lose Sawyer and what's the other dude? Tumalau, JT.
Yeah, I think he was always gone. Sawyer, I think he'd benefit for coming back one more year.
Yeah.
What about Kyle? What Kyle trying to? Where are you looking at?
I keep hearing Nebraska.
I guess him and Fleming both went to Nebraska last weekend.
Oh wow.
Nebraska about to land a 5-star quarterback though. That's committed to Georgia.
I seen a Georgia DB in there. Dude leaving the cornerback for Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nolan Green or whatever. Nolan Green or Nolan Green. One of the two names. Man, it's that money, bro. The Cats don't want to sit.
I don't know how to feel about it because I like it too, though. But at the same time, the ones that them bottom people though that get trapped in that portal, man, it's like you messing yourself up. But I understand the ones who know they can go anywhere. Because it's crazy though for you to be a top player though, and after 1 year you just dipping no matter what all the time. Like just for it, and it's really just for a losing season. It seemed like too though. A lot of times it seemed like now.
Their feelings be getting hurt like McCord.
Right.
No, I understand him though, but coach, if you got 1 more year or 2 more years, the coach tell you ain't got the job after you only losing 1 game. That's common sense to be like, I'm out. I understand that, but I'm saying, there's some cats who just going in it just to do it.
I'm just saying though, even if he did say that to him, like I'd be like, bro, you need to worry about your own motherfucking job. You 0-3 against Michigan.
Hey, you imagine him saying that though? That'd been he'd probably been stuck. Like, oh man,
that's what
you're right.
Urban would have loved it.
Fuck up.
Stuttering.
That'd have been funny if he said. I know he wish he could say that, man. Oh, you need to listen to this. Where you at, McCoy? You better listen to AAA Sports. That's a good one, though. Hey, he'd have been salty if he said that, though. Oh, man. Oh my goodness, man.
That would have made me happier. Show some fight.
Imagine, because he could have even brought it like that. You even lost with CJ Stroud. You see what he doing in the NFL? Oh my goodness, he could have killed
How
him.
could you even say that to a person at the end of the year? Like, all right, this job ain't
yours. Right. But he could have killed him. Like,
that's better than me that you already know.
CJ Stroud, and y'all still lost. So what is your excuse? It's got to be you then. Oh, I thought,
But I also
especially
think,
you leaving out of saying that off rip.
Man,
I'm in
that's not what
the
got on
portal.
ESPN and would have
I'm
talked
in the
all kind of
portal.
shit.
Oh, I'm like, man, like they blaming me. They lost with CJ Stroud. Y'all see what he doing?
but I think when you look at it, Stroud had two of the worst defenses.
I know that, but I'm saying he still can say that though.
He could, but I mean, I'd be happy if I was a coach.
Shit, listen, if the coach said that to me, that's exactly what I would have said. When they would have asked me on ESPN why I'm leaving, I would have told exactly what his ass said and would have got him in all kind of shit.
Because it's motherfucker Zakapawa, you putting it on me?
Right.
Hell yeah.
You three.
The one
over three.
How's that my
the
fault?
stories
How's
though
that
about
my
old
fault?
players though.
Right.
Think about the portal though. If you hear old stories on how coaches used to treat these players, man, knowing they had to stay and stuff like that, and now they can't do that and they can just leave out. These coaches used to be crazy to talking to these players, man, back when they had to stay 2 years, 3 years, or have to sit out. Now they can't really hold that against them now, man. That's why these coaches, a lot of these coaches worried, man, because they used to use these kids.
But he
tell me I better run them.
But he said he was not worried. How
I'll
the
hit the
fuck
portal
is you gonna
so
tell
fast.
somebody the
I
job
know
ain't yours
be
next
like
year
that.
and we ain't?
But what I'm saying is, right, they've been saying this stuff to these players though, and they had no choice but to sit there and they had to stay though,
I would have
And
walked
now
in
these
circle,
players like, I'm out.
Who are you talking
I
to?
mean, the kids just
And you gotta think though. Think about when new coaches come in. New coaches, like a lot of times when new coaches come in, they bring in like Dion did. They brought, they bring in their own everybody else. Their own offensive coordinator. So a lot of times, if the person who was a quarterback or receiver, whoever, if you a defensive coordinator coming in, you know how you can imagine the stuff they was telling these kids 5-10 years ago, especially 20 years ago. But now they can come in all they want, and they can say it, but like the players can leave too if you was good. So it's like now it's like players got leeway now.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
coaches
'Cause I'd be like, bitch, I'm
they've
Marvin
been
Harrison.
doing that. My uncle Ben told me they said them cats come in, but new coach come in, no matter if you was good or not, if you wasn't their guy, they'd put somebody else in there because maybe they don't like your attitude or something, the way you are. So now they can't do that. But coaches been doing that.
Now you got the leeway. Now you can be like, you know what? I'm not feeling this today at practice. I'm not even feeling your vibe, coach. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this portal, man.
Because what's the difference from the top players that was getting paid under the table to the top players getting paid now? It's still the same. It's just now we know who getting paid, but it's always been that way. Top players always got paid. They found a way to pay them no matter what, under the table, whatever. Now we just know who getting paid. It's just social media. We just we see it. That's what everything. Social media just bring everything to the light. That's just like how people get mad at their kids like not going outside and being on the video games. Think about when Nintendo came out. You know what I'm saying? For the people that was older, like you would leave your Nintendo on all night just to come play that mug again. We ain't had a cell phone. So
you didn't have a save back then, so you had to.
Yeah,
bro.
right. So you had no choice. But now we had that.
On Christmas when
If
I got my
you imagine we had the cell phones in high school back in our day, like cell phones, like it's just different.
I've
so
been playing on
it's just
bitches' phones
different,
all
man.
night in my
Right,
room.
man. Like you imagine that, man. Hey, cats had the Polaroids like in the mirror with the Polaroids. Like imagine, like man, it's just times is just changing, man.
All right,
we got to switch it up here now, y'all, and let's go into Reggie's Whys for the week. Please enjoy.
This week's episode of Why, where I ask some of the sports' toughest questions. Number 5, why should any person give a fuck about the in-season tournament? Number 4, why are the Philadelphia Eagles struggling with that team? Number 3, why isn't Lamar Jackson being considered an MVP candidate? Why? Number 2, which was almost number 1, why is Marvin Harrison's upcoming NIL deal going to be worth $20+ million? Why? And number 1, why are the Minnesota Timberwolves fucking balling? Why?
Them some good ones though. I can't lie.
You want to go start off with number 5, which was we talked about it earlier.
In-season tournament.
In-season tournament. Yep. I don't know. I don't think anyone should give a shit about it.
We don't give a fuck.
I'm kind of with you on that. I don't really care about it, but it did its job. Ratings was
It
up.
sure did.
I'm gonna say what Bud said earlier. This is some mid-season BS.
It sure is.
Yep. That's about the best way to describe it right there. Mid-season BS. We don't give a fuck. What was number 4?
Number 4 is why are the Eagles so losing with a good team?
Bradbury.
They're flawed.
Yeah.
They're not as good as they is on paper. Jalen Hurts had a great year last year, but I think you can see some of his deficiencies, like when he can't run the ball.
Mm-hmm. I think they're a good team with a great play.
I hate that.
Good team with a great play.
Mm-hmm.
What you think, Colin?
I don't have much to say. I don't know much about the NFL. Haven't been watching. Keeping my
Teran left. He want me to ask him what he was gonna say.
Basically, listen. If they get to 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1 or anything within, I say 2 yards, you can't stop them.
I'm gonna ask the expert. I'm gonna ask the expert. Big Chicken. What's wrong with our Eagles?
I honestly, to me, it's AJ Brown, but that's just me. I don't know. I've not seen him do anything that was worth calling him one of the best receivers right now. He's had a lot of games where he struggled recently, and he balled against the really bad teams. But when you play the actual secondary, he didn't do what he's supposed to do.
Dude, he was supposed to cook Gilmore.
You're not supposed to struggle against an old Gilmore. You're not supposed to. When you're
That's the problem. Receiver. He called him old, and Gilmore said I was rejuvenated.
It's just, I think Eagles fought tough games and just got shown that when you play so many like tough teams back to back to back, we probably won't do that great. But overall, just team looks slacking. I don't know. It doesn't look as great.
All right. Number 3 was what? Lamar Jackson, MVP consideration.
Right. Why is he not an MVP consideration?
Yeah, you got to put him in there.
Because the Ravens are rolling.
I think they want a new flavor, like somebody new. He already won one.
I'm tired of that being an excuse.
Story. I know, but
right.
Because that's for MVP for NBA too. They're like LeBron shouldn't win it because he won it every year. He'll win it every year.
Yep.
But if he
Same
earns
with Joker, yeah.
If they earn it, what does it matter?
I agree, but they in the business of ratings more than they is about right and wrong.
Especially when Hurts was in MVP consideration a few weeks ago, and if you look at their stats, Lamar Jackson's he's better, definitely.
Agree. But then it's like, all right, if you got Dak playing well, ESPN or any sports network gonna run with that. You can push that narrative because people gonna watch.
Right. Yep. Because he is. People are considering Dak for MVP, exactly, but not Lamar Jackson, and I don't get that.
Yeah, and for the record, I agree with you. Lamar should be top 5, top 3, talked about with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And if we really consider it, I think this is a year that a non-quarterback should really win. Either Tyreek or Christian have both had dominant performances a majority of their games. I think, honestly, one of them should really win MVP over any of the quarterbacks. But I don't know.
I think Tyreek Hill, from his injury, kind of screwed him, but he definitely was having an amazing season. Similar to Tennessee's running back, was it last year or the year before when he had like over 1,000 yards in like 8 or 9 games or some shit like that?
Yeah.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, we got cut right off.
Yep. Okay, Marvin Harrison.
NIL.
20 mil? Is that the rumor? 20 mil NIL?
I've heard between 20 and 25, man.
Bro, I'm staying. If you give me another 20, I'll stay and say it's a COVID year. I'll spend 2 more years in this
motherfucker. Crazy, man.
If I can get 22
sorry, I don't know if this is true or not, but one of the people who like deal with the NIL deal says that offer isn't real. And so people like falsified it.
So I think the most I've seen was like 2 mil.
But he was already getting that, wasn't he?
He's getting 1.3.
Yeah, I think just most in general.
I think Shador had like 4 or something combined last year.
They're saying that he can get 20 to 25 next year.
Maybe a combination of a bunch of endorsements.
Probably.
That's wild. Hey, that's wild though. 20-something man in college.
Nah, I'm still focused. I'm about to go drop a seed tonight.
Look,
so
there it is right there.
He says that it's the most inaccurate rumor in the history of college sports.
Listen, I'll say he can definitely clear 10 to 15, easy.
I agree. If he was to come back, I completely agree with that.
Man, listen, he got to beat the leader for Heisman Trophy next year.
Jamar said he gonna drop a seed tonight. He gonna mess around. He gonna end up dropping it. He gonna be a cheerleader. You don't want to make that mistake.
They really get a quarterback that can really sling it.
What he do or Shim do with and they free time is up to them. But they job gonna be playing in the MLB so they can get some of that MONEY.
Cat gonna say, man, I ain't drop you. I ain't had you for you to do this, man. You out there cheering, man.
Hey, he can cheer what he want to cheer. But guess what he doing Monday through fucking Friday, every game day out there playing. Ball. You can go play with balls after the game for all I care. But he gonna go play ball. Get this money. That's
funny.
I'm already preparing my son. He about to be a horse. You know what I'm saying? A horse jockey. You know the ones to be riding the horses. He ain't gonna be that big. So I'm already ready. About to be riding them horses, baby. Like, man, like let's go. What they like 4 or 5? Hey, what they like 4 or 5? 4 or 5 to 4 or 9? Oh yeah, my son about to get that money on these horses. Let's go.
Let's go. What was the last one?
And the last one was the Minnesota Timberwolves being as good as they are.
About time. Bro, they've been collecting like a whole ton of like top 5 picks for like 9 years.
Well, eventually one of them got a hit. A couple of them got a hit.
Yeah, who was that? What year was that in the playoffs? Who they playing in the playoffs where it came down to the 7th game? Who was that?
Is that when Jimmy Butler left the next year? Or this was recently?
Yeah, was it?
I think it was more recent than that. It was more recent than that.
It was like 2 or 3 ago. I thought when soon they got dude, they was balling. I thought they was about to start balling after that, and they went straight down the drain.
Dude,
I think the reason why is because
even a dog. Yeah, he's mean. Anthony Edwards is mean.
Oh,
this year he balling, man.
The Ant-Man is a beast.
He deserved it, man.
He been balling, but he balling.
Now his team winning. He been balling.
Yeah, right. His team winning now.
Credit for it.
Yeah.
Once you spread the floor with Cat, it's no.
What about Orlando though?
Oh yeah. What's his name?
Paulo and Franz Wagner. Yep.
Yeah.
Orlando, they won like 9 straight.
I think that Paulo in the next 5 years is going to win MVP, which I think.
Man, before they lost, Orlando won 9 straight. I was shocked on that one. I said, what?
Who going to win MVP?
I think Paulo within the next 5 years is going to win MVP.
You got a smooth game.
Who going to get one first, him or Anthony?
Who, Ant-Man?
Anthony, yeah, Ant-Man. Who going to get one first?
I would say him only because Ant-Man got Cat on his team.
Yeah, I'm going to say Paulo.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Anthony get up out of Minnesota, like get on the East Coast team, people starting to watch you more.
Yeah, and win a chip maybe next season, or you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be hard for Ant-Man to get it.
Yeah. With Cat being there for sure.
Yeah.
All right, before we jump into picks, let's Manny, you want to take us to we don't have a clip, but we're gonna do Teran's power rankings for the NFL.
Well, I pulled something a little different here, and I got a little tier list, but still the same idea. With number 1 NFL team, number 2, the Cowboys, number 3, the Ravens, number 4, the Eagles, number 5, the Chiefs, number 6, the Dolphins, number 7, the Browns, number 8, the Jaguars, and number 9, the Lions.
I don't hate that, man.
Top 9 list this week.
I would take the Lions out.
Hey, you can do top 8, top 5. You right. It get shaky after Kansas City and Miami.
I do think Denver Reds might be on something, man.
I hope so.
Wait, did you just say what I thought you just said, DJ?
Listen, they ain't going to no Super Bowl, but Denver are quiet. Or they're a sneaky good team. I didn't realize Sutton was playing. I didn't realize Sutton was playing that good.
Oh yeah, Sutton been balling.
They had the great Tebow.
Sutton been balling.
Good old
Great.
Tebow.
Yeah. Shoot, Peyton might be coach of the year for real.
Hold on, who Denver played? Who Denver played this week?
What did they just play? They play. Yeah,
This
they
week.
won.
The week on the 16th they play the Lions.
Playing in Detroit or at home.
They played San Diego. Then y'all played the Chargers. Then y'all Denver.
I don't remember what they played.
I think they played the Chargers.
They played the
man.
Lions.
Yeah, they played the
weekend.
they played the Chargers last when Herbert got injured. So they beat
Oh,
them.
okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, Denver. Yeah, I forgot Denver won that one. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Herbert. They say Herbert done for the season.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm okay with them power rankings. I'm gonna give you a B plus on it. I don't like Baltimore in front of us, but I gotta accept it because we were looking to ass juice on defensive backfield. So yeah. I think Cleveland ranked a little bit too low, man. They might have deserved to be a little bit higher. Now that they got Joe Flacco.
Why not Buffalo on the list?
Man, over these teams right here.
Yeah, they got a deep hole to dig themselves out of, especially with having
a deep hole. Like the fact that all our games we lost, besides the Eagles, is all AFC teams. Man, that's what's hurting Buffalo right now. If they was NFC teams, if we had 6 losses and most of it was NFC teams, then but we losing that head to head to mostly every team in the AFC.
Makes sense.
Like if Buffalo lose one more, it's a you know what I'm saying. Even right now it's kind of hard, but good thing we're gonna beat Dallas, so we good.
Hey, I don't know if any of y'all ever played this game called. I don't know if any of y'all ever played this game called Left 4 Dead. But if y'all ever play Left 4 Dead, when you die, they be like dun dun dun, and Reggie's over there like in my head playing the violin. they dead in the water, bro. It's a next
Who dead in the water? Who, Buffalo?
Yeah.
Y'all
we ain't losing another game. What you talking about?
All right. Better not.
You keep throwing them shots.
I can fly.
Right.
Man, I hope I'm off next Tuesday.
Like we ain't losing another game. And if Dallas do win, that was like my old second team anyway.
Nah, get out of here.
Come on, man.
So it might be a tough. I don't know. It might be a pickle for me. I don't know who to pick, man.
I'm about to call Dre, man.
When you play Dallas, where y'all playing, man? In Dallas, right?
Nah, we in Buffalo. We in Buffalo.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be hard for Dallas to win that game, but I still don't
Bro,
think
y'all got this.
Y'all got a long way to go, bro. A long way.
I think if Dallas can come back and win this game, that'd be huge. To get back up like after emotional win on the road.
Hey, Terran, I'm taking your word for it.
Get that
I'm
wow.
putting some money on Buffalo.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm putting some money on Buffalo.
Hey, it's in Buffalo, so we good. If it's in Dallas, I'll be worried.
Yeah.
Let's get talking, man.
Hey, the fact that Dallas just blew the Eagles out kind of helped us out too, though. I ain't want to play the Dallas after I ain't want to play them after losing.
But it's kind of like cheating playing Buffalo. Anything past Thanksgiving, because if it snowed, you're fucked. You can't throw the ball.
Man, it's the NFL. They can throw it. It sounds like Terran trying to convince himself.
Hey, Josh Allen, he can throw in the snow no matter what. What you mean? Honestly, hey, Buffalo, you see the games we lost. We one of those. We definitely should only have probably 1 or 2 losses if that.
Right.
Like we like how Buffalo a scary team. How like when nobody was worried about Minnesota last year, even though they had 11 wins, we one of those teams you don't want to play with only with only 7 wins. Honestly,
y'all don't got the weapons that Minnesota had last year. So
all right.
We had better weapons. What you mean? They had.
As we're discussing this takes us right into our last segment, Manny, with the picks.
Yeah, let's go into picks. Let's start off with the NFL. Let's start off with a more boring game, but game we got to talk about with the Chargers versus the Raiders on Thursday night at 8:15.
I hope it's a tie. I hate both of them.
Man, I don't know. This game gonna be. I'll say the Raiders.
And what Bubba Gum say? Straight trash.
And I guess the Raiders, man.
Yeah, I mean, who the Chargers backup QB?
I don't even know.
I just had to pull it up. 1 second. It is Easton Stick.
Who?
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, Raiders.
Let's put up a picture of this dude, man, real quick.
You won't believe after you see the picture.
He probably went to Mount Union.
Hold up. Here it is. There we go. Get a good picture of him up there.
Easton Stick.
Here's the Chargers quarterback.
Who that?
I'm going with this nigga right here. I'm going with Easton. Give me the Chargers, baby. Give me the Chargers. This guy looks like he's got a winning personality.
You about to ball out.
He about to ball out.
You about to ball out, all right.
Who at
He
home?
about to get laid.
Man, he's like a pedophile in that picture right there.
It looked like the Raiders might be at home. I'm thinking, right? Chargers
Like a
versus
fucking
Raiders.
Boy Scout coach or some shit.
I'm going Raiders, man. If they're home.
Yeah,
Man, I'm
Raiders,
going
man.
Chargers.
Take him off the screen. I don't
It
like
is.
that.
It is in Las Vegas.
He looked like he
Oh,
played
we
hockey.
definitely going with Easton. He getting laid and winning the game, throwing a game winner.
Nah, Raiders
Kids
winning
going
that,
places.
man.
Well, let's go into the next game with their first Saturday game, which is the Vikings versus the Bengals.
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 Vikings. I just want to be different. Sorry, guys. But going on next, you got the Steelers versus the Colts at 4:30 on Saturday.
Who quarterbacking for the Steelers?
I'm going Gardner Minshew.
It's still
Oh yeah, that's my dude, Minshew.
I'm going to Colts and Minshew.
Yeah, I'm going to Colts.
Yeah,
Give me Minshew with the mustache.
Either team lose, help the Bills out, so it don't matter.
And then for the last game on Saturday, you have the Broncos versus the Lions at 8:15.
I ride on my dog Reggie. I ride my dog Reggie at all times.
The way the
Is it
lines
in
look, I
Detroit?
gotta say the Broncos too, though. It's in
Is it in
Detroit, though,
Detroit?
Even though I was
I'm gonna see right now.
Denver,
It is in
but
Detroit.
Detroit ain't
I'm
gonna
gonna
lose.
go with Detroit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Detroit.
Broncos, man.
We going
Yeah,
with the Broncos over here, baby.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna have to go because if Detroit lose again, man, I don't even like. Oh
Hey,
man,
they're going to. I'm telling you.
I
right
done
now.
called Sierra and told take that man to Waffle House again.
have
So,
y'all seen Detroit?
got this.
The last 3 games, man, Detroit looked like so terrible, man.
Bro, Russell Wilson and them just had another kid. They just had a little girl. So he come out there with something to play for. Let's go Broncos.
Let's
I want
ride.
us to win. I just don't think that we can beat them in Detroit in the dome.
Let's go, Red. You gotta say it. Let's ride. Man, that gotta be one of the worst phrases ever. Let's ride. Man, he a joke for that, man.
To go next, you got the Bears facing the Browns. And
The Browns.
The Browns.
Joe Flacco.
I'm gonna say Phil's gonna pull it off.
I don't think Flacco gonna ball like that again, though.
They can't stop that play action because you're so scared of them running. I'm telling you, I think they got something good going.
to go next, you got the Jets versus the Dolphins.
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 Man, I hope the Jets win. I'm gonna go with the Jets for the upset.
Next, you got a big game with the Cowboys facing off against the Bills.
Bills.
Cowboys.
Bills.
I
I'm
think
Teran.
the
I'm with you,
Cowboys-
homie. Teran.
Well, no. You said they're
believe
playing
you.
Buffalo. I'm gonna
Hey,
go
you
with
a smart man. Hey, you a
I'm
smart
going
man.
Buffalo. It's probably going
Man, you smart.
it's going to probably snow and be nasty out, and Dak is going to fuck up. I'm telling you.
Oh, I think
He
it is
can't throw
supposed to
that
snow.
fucking ball because Pollard, he's not going to be able to run it. So I
You
don't see
know-
no way of Dallas
You
winning
know.
that if it snows.
Hey,
If
Pollard-
last year Dallas team, they running game was a little better. I ain't too much worried about this Dallas running game.
In Buffalo, it is not supposed to snow, but it is supposed to be very windy.
listen, Pollard having a better year than people think though. Like he top 10
Yeah.
in rushing.
I ain't saying no. Hey, Pollard nice period. I'm just saying it ain't. I'd have been more worried last year to run the game than this year though. He feel
He's
good.
okay. He's just not.
Dallas go.
Now
We
y'all
gonna win.
receivers, y'all receivers though. That's what I'm worried about. The receivers though. That's what I'm worried about. I ain't even worried about the D all like that. I'm worried about the receivers. They've been
Teran,
balling lately.
you're not making me have faith in my pick, bro. I mean,
Josh Allen due for a pick, right?
I mean, they gonna get their points, but they ain't gonna stop Josh Allen though.
Blaine ain't had a pick in a while. Blaine ain't had a pick 6 in a while.
Who?
Blaine.
Oh, I mean, but we good for that. But we still Josh Allen gonna make it up though.
If we get a pick 6, we win in this game.
We're on the winning streak, man. 1-0. Well, we good. 2-0 after this week. We just beat Pat Mahomes. That ain't Pat.
That's
That
true.
ain't Mahomes.
Let's go.
He ain't, but his weapons.
Hey, remember that. That ain't Mahomes. We got this.
His weapons is better than Mahomes right now.
That's true, but he ain't Mahomes.
He ain't.
To go next, you have the Texans facing off against the Titans.
And CJ Stroud, I trust.
Yeah, CJ he ain't playing. I doubt if he playing.
If he ain't playing, it's Tennessee.
Yeah, if he ain't playing, it's Tennessee.
If he playing, then that's gonna be a close game still though. They ain't got no weapons.
Yeah.
He has been caught and he was diagnosed with a concussion.
Yeah, he ain't playing.
Oh, give me Tennessee then.
Tennessee.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Tennessee until I hear otherwise with CJ.
Let's go with the Sunday night game with the Ravens facing off against the Jaguars.
It's gonna be a good game. I got Jacksonville pulling it off.
That's a tough one, man. Oh. Ravens due for another loss, though, huh?
I want the Jags.
Ravens due for another loss, but I'm gonna go with the Ravens still.
Ravens.
You think it's gonna be the Ravens?
Yeah.
I think that I want the Jags, man, but I think it's gonna be the Ravens. We going Ravens.
I'm going Ravens.
So I'm hoping Baltimore lose this week so they can win next week against San Fran. Because I don't think they're gonna lose 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Well, let's go into the Monday night game with the Eagles facing off against the Seahawks at 8:15.
If Geno playing,
the bounce back is real.
You got the Eagles.
If Geno playing,
he is unclear. So,
it don't matter if that motherfucker playing or not. We got this.
Man, you better talk your spit.
Seattle
Manny, tell these motherfuckers we got this, Manny.
Yeah, we got this. Yeah.
Hey, he sound more confident when he going to the next the next set. But right now he don't sound confident on that one.
Nah, he's like, yeah, we got this.
Totally.
Yeah, totally. We're in there.
Got
Let's go.
Ooh, fly Eagles fly.
A confident team. If Geno, not a confident, but like a desperate team. If Geno playing, Seattle.
But that is it for pick time.
Oh, did we clear everything?
That was everything.
I think that was everything.
Anybody got any shout outs? Anybody want to send somebody some love? Any prayers for anybody that's sick? I sound like we at church about to end. Any prayers for the sick and shut in?
Man, prayers to Young Sound, period, though. And the Yo, for sure. They need it.
All right. Listen.
Prayers out to the Yo then.
Shout out to everybody in the Yo. Man. Shout out to everybody in
the Yo, man. Yeah.
It's been a long,
Triple A podcast.
Yo, shout out to all those that was on with us on Friday night Bucket Naked podcast. Make sure y'all check that out. Make sure y'all check out Triple A podcast. Shout out to Reggie, shout out to Terren, shout out to DJ, shout out to Diallo Band, shout out to our new member C5, aka Colin. Big Chicken doing what he does best.
C5.
Working, maneuvering, producing every damn thing. Did we forget anybody? I don't think so. I want to thank y'all. Shout out to Truth Entertainment Films again, Madam and the Major on the way. Shout out to D80, my brother. The rest of the team, yo. We thank y'all. God bless y'all, Manny. Let's ride.